He's for theme park here at Busch Gardens. Well, kind of. Luckily, Busch Gardens Williamsburg is one of the few parks in America that actually has pet care centers, so she gets to hang out in the kennel all day while I go to the park. So, welcome to the closest thing I'm going to get to a European park trip until you guys give me some serious Patreon money, because we are here again at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, almost at Six Flags, where I've been here in 4 years, but surprisingly, Busch Gardens is really good at adding new stuff, so it's like a good 4 new things for me to check out. Debatably 2, depends on how you count them. Got a lot to do, only here for one day, and I didn't get a fast lane, so let's go back to the park and get started. Starting back here first, because I feel like this thing's gonna have some back capacity. We're gonna, oh god, 15-minute wait. That's why we go here first. We got Dark Castle. This used to be like a dark ride, and then it was like another dark ride, and then like there was like 20 different iterations of this thing. Comment if you know any of them. But last time I was here, it was in the construction phases. So right now it is actually a nice little indoor straddle coaster.
At least 200 of that, so always one, at least 25 to ensure one. No.
Do you have what it takes to brave the storm? Let's find out.
Run 2 trains, baby! That's a fun little way to start the day. I would love to show you a POV of what's inside, but I mean, they call it dark coaster for a reason, right? Yeah, that's fun. I've never been on a like formal straddle coaster before outside of, you got the one at Coney Island, same kind of tech, but like, those launches are punchy. The tire-driven launches, every single time. There's 4 launches in the ride, you go through it twice, whatever. Punchy launches. I'll show you the train again to show you exactly how it works, but the whole straddle position, you holding on, makes the ride actually really, really cool.
Braves the storm?
Wolf
Let's
train.
find out.
I'm trying to figure out what these numbers are. There's that, and then you'll see on the other one rolls in 17-19.
You've
No frostbite.
escaped. This time.
If I look at the train, you can see right here, it's kind of like jet ski-ish. And basically, the cool thing is, cool down, get to that part, you're supposed to hold on to these guys. Like, we do that, like, fully accentuates the force, like you're actually riding on snow. Really cool little touch that they did to make this otherwise family coaster more exciting. Heading away from Dark Castle over there, because turns out a good 3 of the 4 new things that I need to experience are all in the same corner. I don't want to top load it. It's time to head off to one of my favorite coasters from my last visit. It's time for one of the world's best B&M members, Alpengeist. Reason number 273 that Alpengeist is a better invert than Banshee. We got a single wire line, which means I power lap the crap out of this thing. This first half is completely out of control. Not sure why you full block there on one train off though. Was running right now. Maybe with the glasses I could finally show off anything about Invader. This thing is more hidden than the Beast. I hate saying it's Mr. Timber / Beast of Park, because like you clearly see the layout, but you just cannot see it unless you're on ride or on the long swing. There's hopefully a little bit that. There we go. Zippy. like family coaster. Nice layout, goes on for a little while. More lats than airtime, but that's also partially because I was stapled. I may have said this park gives you exercise before. This is what I meant. Look at this. So here's the loop that you take to your park. Boop a doop a doop a doop a doop a doop a doop. 1.5 miles at 11 inclines. Get your steps in here at Busch Williamsburg. From what I've heard, the park's newest attraction is a bit of a hidden gem. And that's because you start here at the Fest House and have to go all the way around this way or you wouldn't even know it's here. I mean, it's a ride sign out front, but there's nothing out that way. So unless you actually came up to the Fest House, you would not know about the Wolf's Revenge. Oh, this is a roller coaster track. So I was doing my walk up to the Raging Wolf, Big Bad Wolf. You hear this music right here? Like it's common German, whatever. The transition. Now in like the actual proper ride area, like it just changes into a slightly darker tone immediately. That is a touch right there. Anyways, looks like we're looking at about a 20-minute line, so let's go ahead and get to it. Hidden single rider line. You literally don't see it until you walk into the actual queue, but you guys already know. Oh my God. Look at that front car. I know we just saw glowing eyes in that. That is a beautiful little puppy dog. Not only is Mr. Woof Woof here the park's newest roller coaster, it is also, those guys who know, a throwback to something that's super, super old I never got to experience. The park once had something called the, oh my God, that's loud. Yeah, this is the Revenge. So, I lost my train of thought as the train went over. Basically, this is a B&M Junior inverted coaster, so like kind of like Alpengeist but for families. I've heard a lot online from enthusiasts that these are pretty divisive, but this is apparently one of the better ones, so we'll take it for that, see what happens. Also, I timed that clip completely wrong. You're not seeing any train. The actual Wolf's Revenge is this kind of right here. Can't get over that lead car. That is sick. Nice long layout. Maybe on the first drop. Nice reaction. Dude, there's some airtime there. I floated. I like how you hit that lift at like full speed. Air drop, airtime. Shut that. Dude, that was smooth. Howling noises. Bark. Okay, so we're 2 for 2 on fun new family coasters, I guess. First of all, like I said, I've been hearing a lot of people saying that these B&M family coasters are like hit or miss in terms of roughness or anything. Glass smooth. Big thumbs up for me, especially with this being made for the entire family or whatever. That said, super satisfying experience. Very long ride. It had 2 lift hills just like the original Wolf did. There's a lot of throwbacks to it, like the theming on the village. I think one of the shreds is supposed to be the Draken Fire one, which is another old coaster that used to be right around here-ish, I believe. I think the station was over there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but subscribe if I'm right. Very fun. Love the puppy coaster. This is Coney's coaster. If they have any merch for it, I will get it just for Coney. All right, I gotta get out of Germany world before they realize I'm Jewish. I will be back for you in a little bit. New coaster for the year. Gotta give the viewers something to come back for later in the video, you know? Look at that block though. Now I did opt to get the all-day dining plan today, which basically like every 90 minutes you get entree, side, drink. Hands are messy right now, don't worry about it. I probably could have gone with something better than chicken parm, but like I am a slut for chicken parm, so I'm cool with this. Probably find something else that's more unique later. Last time I visited, it was the ride here that had recently retired. I'm talking like maybe a week or two before my visit. Now, it's about the same, but completely boarded off. This looks like it's blended a little more in. But I will say that the area does look nice though, with this other flat rides, and I don't know if that's new. I feel like the swinging ship wasn't in that position before, but I could be completely wrong. Actually, the battering ram location is insane. Check this. Right over me. Right over the pathway. That's great. I know how I recorded at my Six Flags Great America. Rage Bowl is one of the original B&M hypercoasters. Well, without looking up any geeky things, Paul shared here, coasterradio.com, the ride. This is the first one. This is the first one I go to 200 and have all the big airtime hills. And I just completely missed a drop walking into the trees. Maybe. I don't know. About to find out. Okay, now the real drop. Yeah! Yank there. More two. Loading. Oh yeah. That's the sound. Stand up. Ooh. Ejector? Yeah, there we go. Look, guys, yeah, that's good thing. Can I see Tony? I can see my dog from here, maybe. I think she's like right over there somewhere. A little bit down that way. Hi, Tony. Nice little variety of airtime hills down there. Mainly floater, but there were a couple that like yanked you up. Like not really ejector, just like yanked you into the floater. Yeah, that finale one, that one right before the brake run, that was definitely ejector. So, nice there. I mean, this is designed as an airtime machine, so it's gotta have airtime, right? Last time I was here, Pantheon was new hotness for the year. This time, it's just normal hotness to have a 40-minute wait, but still probably pretty good. Let's see how well the non-themed, intimate, multi-launch coaster still rides after about 4 or 5 years. At least they got some shade up above the line now.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen on the train for Pantheon. Unfortunately, at this time, Pantheon is experiencing a temporary delay in operation due to technical difficulties.
Nah, bro, it's putting sensors. That might have been what the 29 was. There's a sensor thing on it. Live maintenance nerd tweet.
With your head
try that again.
Against the headrest and feet on the foot marker at all times.
All seats are clear. Skate on platform. Platform clear.
Harness the speed.
Are we ready to ride Pantheon?
Yeah!
Are we ready to ride Pantheon? Come on!
Do this! Dog kennel. Oh, it's so floaty. just gets faster and faster and faster. Yeah! Woo! They're freaking airtime on that thing. Love it. Oh, let me float. Yeah! Woo! Oh, so good. I genuinely don't know what to say about this thing. On one hand, it's like, oh no, theming. It needs theming. Busch Gardens could do better about that stuff. And you've seen on other similar coasters we go to, like the Gotham City Escape and Toutalis. Yeah, both of that with theming. Bucket list coaster, that's all I'm gonna say. Definitely a little shorter, little pre-lift thing and then launch sequence and a couple of big elements, whatever. But each of those elements slap. Even that first corkscrew has been the same time. The launch sequence. You just go faster and faster and faster, and like on the second too fast. First one you get like floater on the mid bump, and the last time you just get freaking ejected over it. All the elements just pop. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Definitely has some theming reference a little longer. That makes it so much better. Also, I guess at 10 pesos in this area, I mean, it's fine. Like these skyrocket coasters are nice little inversion machines that have some fun thrills to them and some decent force or whatever, but I just don't think it's a good fit for this kind of park. We're talking a massive regional park that's super themed and has pretty good capacity most of the time. This is just like a little coaster for small to mid-sized theme parks, so good coaster. I just don't know if it's a good fit here at Busch Gardens. Of course, it decides to cycle right after I film that segment. World's hottest water ride, if you know, you know. I don't feel like PO being big flooshy boys. Does seem like a good idea. Taking a quick Tony break, just want to let all you other dog owners know how easy it is to do things here. So there's the entrance exit. We're gonna take a turn here where it says England parking. Just go over this ridge. Keep everyone informed, it is about $13 to board a dog, but the only thing is you do have to stay in this England lot parking, which is like $50. So you can say it's 63 or you can say it's like $13 and you're paying for parking anyways. Walk over this nice little bridge, and like I said, the way the park's set up, you have like your entry and then rides are back there, so there's plenty of room for in terms of dogs being noise spread or whatever. And then it's time to see the Coney, who should be right over here in this building. There's a little area let her out, and parking could not be any easier. It's literally the England lot right here. Coney, how you doing so far? You having fun at the place? Run around. And you got this nice little area. It was a long area. Let them out and clean up and do all that fun stuff. Coney's at theme park! Wait, is that Cone? Yeah, sniff around. Big walking area back here. Like, I don't know how far back I should go. Probably to that, but it's like all the way around the building. Starts from there. Zoom. Nice little place to let the doggy out. Right, doggy? Speaking of animals, though, don't forget that Busch Gardens is also an animal park as well. We got animals. I got a horse. Speaking of new old stuff, Loch Ness Monster here got a massive refurbishment since the last time I've been here. I'm talking things like complete retract, they got a whole bunch of theming, some audio and trains and stuff, like the whole shebang. And this, as a classic arrow, absolutely deserves it. So let's go ahead and check it out, see what's new about the Loch Ness.
Walk as as deep as you can get. Those freezing waters can rage again when the winds get up. If you find them, who's to tell what she'll do? Better be ready for a fast and rough chase. That's for sure.
One more side go.
My might need to stick my head out a little bit for this. For the whole head banging.
Bonnie new team, welcome! We've just made a bit of a discovery for you. We found this craft washed ashore. Looks like Bessie found him. We're trying to find
It just cuts off. There we go. A little shaky. Yep, that's narrow. Woo! Tripped on the drop. What? Line clutch. So much lip hill narration. Can't hear any of it though. Mark 2. Rest in peace, interlocking. God, that rolls. That did not stop at all. That's a lot. I love to say. Obviously, there's a lot of new theming there, like the whole pre-lift segment, freaking Nessie in there. There's some lights in the tunnel, all that fun stuff. But it feels like you go fast way too fast. Like, yes, obviously roller coaster. With all detail they put in, you're zooming past the detail way too fast. And you can barely hear any of the lift hill narration. Classic Gear is classic, which gives a little bit more time to enjoy the new theming because you just go past it so fast. Honestly, one of the rare instances where I wish there was a line. There's a whole bunch of theming down here that we don't even get to see. This goes like right into the station. Drop 23 likes if you guys have ever actually been on it when this thing interlocked back in the day. Natural environment horse. I bet this guy knows what Kentucky Kingdom's getting next year. So why is Finnegan's Flyer one of the better Max Air style, whatever these things are called, S&S, super duper loopers? First of all, these like some of the more insane pendulum kind of rides with great floater air time. I'm talking like on these max wings, it almost feels like you're gonna fall out, which is crazy being almost upside down. However, this thing's plus up, being right here over this thing, right there with that little gap into Little Creek Lake. So you either shoot up and like look like you're looking to oblivion, or if you're on that side, you steer straight down into it. Short little cycle, but it gets you up there really fast, really far, and like I said, that air time is insane. So give it a nice couple rides, usually a short wait. For all your liquor enthusiasts, I think it's supposed to be around here somewhere in Ireland. Like, it makes sense to be in Ireland somewhere. but there should be a secret speakeasy in one of these buildings. I'm talking like the things that back in the old days you like secret code, get in a room, and it was like old-timey, drinky, cool, prohibition, whatever. I don't know if I'm gonna look for it myself, because like I said, I'm not the biggest drinker. I do it more socially and too easy to spend money on theme park price liquor. But if I find it, we find it. And this seems kind of cool. I don't know, I might get a drink somewhere. There's like 50-cent drinks for that. Honestly, I think this might be a better bald eagle enclosure than Dollywood. It's like that one's a lot bigger, but you are like right here, right up to them. That is some hashtag America semi-quincentennial right there. What up, Birdmans? Hold on, this one more important, this one more better. We get a good spot. We got, oh, here's a good spot. Where'd they go? There he is. It's a Wolfies. Big white puppy dog. And again, as the puppy / animal guy, I think that this is a great way to handle animal conservation inside of a theme park. You think about like this whole area over here seems to be dedicated to animal encounters, like you just saw with the eagle, the wolf, some more birds up there. But like, looking at the park map, we are like here-ish in this area. So you like no rides at all. You get to over here and down there, there's more rides. Like even the stables, that's like right by the train where there's not much stuff there. So they're actually keeping animals away from the ride attractions. Good for their sensory skills or whatever. Also, here's a look at the park map. Wait, ha-ha, make some sort of baguette joke or something. I don't know. Oh my god, it's a roller coaster again. Let's go do some more rides. Bird, beast, animal thing. Doesn't look like any single rider's open on this one today, which kind of sucks, but that's nice. I hope it won't be too bad. My god, the floor is moving!
To enjoy the power and speed of the mythical Griffin.
Oh yeah, probably best view of the park. See everything up here, even that factory or whatever it is.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Where's the coat? There it is. I love it. Love the coat. Let's do this. Get in the front shot. See you feeling this one too. Play. That's good. That's good. Nice and drop coaster. Decent amount of fluid on it. I swear to God, that kid was 6'7"ing me when we went down the big drop, which is unfortunate because there's a crap load of great fluid every time on that thing. Fun ride, near clone of SheiKra at Busch Gardens Tampa, which, fun fact, is actually my first dive coaster ever, so shout out to that. This one's a little better, I think, just because it has a little bit extra to it at the end, and of course, just the placement is phenomenal. I think I found the money shot for Griffin, guys. We go right under their drop. Right? That was you. I swear I was going down the drop. I saw someone 670. Flash that hasn't actually flashing, buddy. A little bit right there. It's like Diamondback, but thick rain. And the scoot's open now. I mean, water ride's all just kind of opened a little later, but Let's get this open now. I might actually do a POV of this. Not gonna lie. Fun little log flume, man. They're usually not too soaking, so I should be able to wear the POV glasses on it. Look at all this theme. You gotta mess some things with this way. 6 draw sauce, 75 cents. I'll buy 75 of them. Okay, maybe not. So funny story, nothing against Ops. What is up, Ops, first of all? 3 things have gone down on me today already. Pantheon you saw, we got on that pretty soon. 2 other rides have gone down one been in line. Pompeii having 2 bags that line was nothing. Nothing generous, I'm not waiting in that with a 2.9, so I'll come back in a little bit. I still want to get around it. It's a very fun log flume, but strike 3 on broken rides today, ladies and gentlemen. It's crazy. Although there's maintenance guy going right now. Go maintenance guy, go. I'm gonna go grab a lap or 2 on Alpengeist while I wait for Flume to open back up. I already saw 3 maintenance guys go down there, so hopefully it won't take too long. And honestly, I didn't get a POV for you guys on this thing before, so time to see some more godly B&M, almost hyper-sized invert. It's like 10 times better than Banshee. Top tier invert. Oh my god, the floor is moving! But not as much as on Griffin. It's either this or Montu is famously my favorite invert. It's been a while since I've been to Tampa. That's a block. Here we go! Almost 200-foot drop. Bye-bye. Yeah! Tree! Woo! Absolutely massive perfect. So snappy. I probably won't for glasses. Woo! Put that block on hard. It's not rolling yet. Woo! That's good. I love this part. Just kicking the fake snow. Nice and beam. And we're done. It definitely first has more to say in a second, but this is just like peak B&M. They don't make them like they used to, like Banshee. I'm sorry, they could be having more than just a version on a ride. This is a full package. I mean, they're certainly doing something at the bottom of the drop. We'll see if I can come back and ride this later. On the other hand, in Germany, this feels like it might also be the whole speakeasy with that name of a hideaway. But that sounds way too obvious if that's the case. Also, it's closed, so no speakeasy for you today if that's the case. I gotta say though, I love all these kennels that they have at every single ride. It's like the most pet owner friendly park in the world. I mean, this is obviously for service animals, but say like if you got a service animal, you get in line, put your pup in there for a minute, and go for a ride. That's just awesome. Puppy Keith. Here we go. Over the hill. Yo. Let's lift on these. One cool detail from Back by Big Bad Wolf. This is the back of the show building for Bear Bolton that we're about to head to next. Pretty cool. See like just how far back this goes. And there's actually a decent view from it from the on-ride as well. I just can't believe Verbolten stole his gimmick from Adventure Express. I mean, fake trick track? Really? And that's part of the video that reminds you that while the Wolf got moved around and redone, Just never getting this back. This classic Rhine River dive right here is like the signature moment of the former Wolf and Alfred Bolton. New for 2026 is Rare Bolton, which kind of like Loch Ness Monster over there, got a complete rehaul over the season. This time though, wasn't really to the extreme of like retracts and everything, but just a theme. But it is a lot of theming on it now. You got the Magical Moog core right here. We are now turned to the Forbidden Turn, aka you can never go right, which is fine, some left-handed. Probably the biggest new thing is this Prowl animatronic.
So before we assign you to a vehicle, you'll need to sign a rental contract. Pretty standard, really. No need to read. Here, I'll sum it up for you. Keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle. Oh, don't scratch the paint, blah, blah, blah. Upon an attack, and for isolation or beneficiary. You know, it's a pretty standard stuff, y'all. That last part shouldn't be a problem anyway. If you don't turn right.
He's sleeping. I guess we'll do backseat on this one. Put on POV glasses, but again, this is a ride that has a lot of stuff in the dark, so we're probably not gonna see like half the ride. Nice. Trying to figure out what the red train is. This one is a wolf thing, and I'm a little sad I missed the wolf. Yield, drive, open. YLB. What's YLB? Comment down below if you know. Straight, straight, straight. Past the theming. And we go left. Good, we're going left. Now we're going right. Ooh, we're rack. That's nice. Oh, that entire drop! Woo! Big old tree man. Enough on Mr. Timbers though. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Don't turn right, don't turn right, don't turn right, don't turn right, don't turn right. Fine, I'll save you, but you have to give me 5 stars.
Whoa! 5 stars! I think there's something up there. Something there on this. Wolf drop. The Rhine River drop. I can't read German. Oh, the creek's gone. The creek's gone. Like 2 on cameras, I think. Ugh. The ass coaster done here. That Bree dog out. Dog out. It's another dog car in that one. No dog pun on this one. I'm sad. It's interesting. I feel like there's some effects I didn't see over there. Like you're portraying, and like I missed the sequencing on that drop track. But it's good. It's good. It's good. Yeah, what I'm trying to see at the POV there is that whole sequence where spoilers. It's not spoilers. I already saw it. Big surprise that you're getting drop track down. Now you got what's her name. Save you if you were 5 stars apparently, which is I love it. But that whole sequence used to have 3 different variants, kind of like Mr. Timbers has 3 different variants of the shed. So missed that a little bit. Kills rewritability, but still very nice. All the effects were plussed up. There's a lot more to actually see inside the building now. You know, like even a bunch of signs up on the outside of the building. I want to get a screenshot and see if I get that analyzed, but it's up for me. Miss a little bit of the re-rideability from the different variations or whatever, but overall, very good plus up to the ride. Getting one more use out of my meal plan for the day. Don't think it's a full meal, but these pretzels do be slapping though. Remember, that's literally what people told me to get last time I was here, and it was fantastic, and we're about to do it again. Ooh, pretzel pizzas. Unfortunately, didn't see like the giant pretzels that I had last time I was here, which kind of sucks, but turkey pretzel sandwich on the meal plan with some chips, cheese, drink. Try this out. You can try it naked first bite before I start dipping in sauces. Yeah, it still kind of slaps. Like, I missed the giant pretzels, those things were freaking awesome, but pretzel sandwich, not bad. All right, let's try this again. Oh, this is the good kind of line. Walk on stage for the last hour, baby. It's a fun little log flume. Nothing too big or fancy, but there's a lot of mini drop elevation changes. And it's got a nice placement between Invader and Appleguys. One of the better views they can get of Invader up here. Here we go. Tiny sploosh. Hello, train. Didn't get to ride train yet. Hopefully I'll have time to, but it's last hour, so maybe not. Yeah, we're walking on the city, ladies and gentlemen. It's like a half-empty train from Invader. First main drop. Big little drop. Oh gosh, so it's so steep. Now we had too much sploosh there. It's low flume, log flumes are fine. Ooh, get some bear cycle. A drop ahead. Nice, look at the drop. This drop's really cool. It's got a couple of little mini fluid dupes on it. And the theming. Ask me a question. They're picking at me. The big old chainsaw. Yeah, there's the water. Not too bad. That was too bad. Big blaster, fine. Woo. Yeah, like right here, there's a couple of little mini drops too. And that is the scoots. Oh, do it. Yes! Happy guys! Perfectly timed. Actually timed that perfectly. I was hoping to give you guys a little bit of train footage. This train is really scenic. And hopefully it'll take me over to Italy so I can get something in before park closes. Wait, I already got the shot. Hey, it's a good one. Like this. Leave me one. Oh wait, that's all? I forgot this thing had 3 train stations. I thought it was just 2. Unfortunately, you guys are only getting the worst train station today because park's closing in like 20 minutes, and in order for me to do anything else, I probably can't show you any of the cool angles from this going to the other place or going back over to Wes. What I can show you though is this cow. It's like a Highland moo or something. Look at them go. There is a Sesame Street Kiddie World up here, but I did that last time, so go watch that video. So the plan is Pompeii now that it's back in operation again, and then we're gonna run over and see if I get one more on Pantheon because close up by. I think I can do it because lines are dead now. Let's see. Really want to end the day on the Pantheon again. Or at least a false chariot. I don't want to say I regret doing the big water ride at the end of the day when it's cold. I don't want to say that the big splash was that big, because really it wasn't, even though I was sitting on the outside. How... look at this. I had like 2 different guys spraying me at the end. 2 different people stationed with the spray guns. You don't need to overkill it. Whatever. It's fun. Great water, dark ride. Wish that I could record that, except, you know, the big splash at the end would completely kill me. A lot of fire effects, a lot of animatronics, darkness, crackly sound. It's the Fall Pompeii. The Fall Pompeii in a ride with a lot of fire effects is really cool. Make sure you check it out. It is not your average splash boat ride. Park's open for about 10 more minutes. I'm here in Italy once again. So we got just enough time to get in line for one more lap on Pantheon to finish off the night, and then pick up Coney and do the outro. If you guys are enjoying this kind of content, maybe consider subscribing, because you clearly have been watching up until this point. Here's a bunch of random flat rides. Or, if you want to help financially support me so I can afford these trips, maybe check out my Patreon. Just saying. Time to go ride the Big Sword God Coaster again. I'm not lying, this is the Big Sword Coaster. This was literally my thumbnail for the last one. I'm a little sad though that the train did make it back to the station, so I totally could have just taken it and shown you guys the views from over there. Whatever, got to ride Pompeii. And now we get to ride this again. The boost. Yeah! Oh, it's so floaty. Woo! Rounding hills are still floaty. So big floaty. Going up. Float. Heck out house. Up this way. And literally a check. Straight up a check on that one. Woo! And we're floating over the top. Hello. I'm sorry. If this thing was a little longer, if this thing had like the level of theming that anything else in this park, or even like some of the other Intamin multi-launch coasters like freaking Gotham City or Toutalis. If it was anything like that, top tier coaster. So really good, just needs to be a little bit longer, have some theming in it. Holy spaghetti. You already heard all my reactions on ride. That's all I need to say. Could be S tier if it had like theming if it was a little longer. But Peak Junior. Obviously the park is closing now before it gets dark, but it feels like this is a nice little touch. Little throw out to the whole Black Forest back there on Road Bolton, which makes sense because we're about to turn left. Oh, he is waving at everyone. Bye, train. Wish I could be taking you all the way around. Quick look at the only merch shop that's open as I head out. Sadly, it doesn't look like there's any Wolfitude bandanas. Some cool stuff they like, that's really nice. Bunch of cool shirt designs. Oh, I like that one for Loch Ness Monster. Oh, of course. I think I'm gonna grab Busch, because I need another one of these bags. It's been a while. This has like all the coasters on it, so it's pretty cool. Just wish there was a wolf-related bandana for Coney, because she deserves it. Time to recap from the floor of my hotel room while the footage is loading. Not because I'm insane, basically because like Coney being shot. Busch Gardens, that was a pretty good day overall, I'd say. I think we got in about 20 rides in the 10 hours it's open, from 10 to 8 today, which is decent. I mean, could have been a little better, but obviously had to go take care of the puppy dog a couple times, and that was fine because she had a good day. And I got a meal plan, so had to get a couple meals on that, which that's I'm not gonna say it was a mistake, but that is a lot of food. Oh my god. I think it was like $40 to essentially get the meal thing for the day. Try to get mine. There we go. Pretty much the way it's worded is every 90 minutes you can go and get an entree, side / dessert and drink somewhere. So I only really got 2 that day, which I thought was fine because if you think about it, theme park meal, high teens, $20, something like that. So I felt like 2 meals was a good idea, but those were big portions. You saw that pretzel thing I had at the end of the day? I didn't think I could finish that. Take that as you will, that might just be me being weak and not wanting to eat a lot of food, but I think it's the best way to do that is if you come in a group, to get one person to have one meal, 90 minutes, get another person to have a meal, so on and so forth. Or maybe I probably could have snacked throughout the day, and I don't think I needed full meals. It could have just been get a snack and a drink, something like that. Good idea overall. I just didn't want to stomach it that day, which kind of sucks because Busch Gardens is known for their food. Overall, I'd say benefit of the day is probably single rider line. Obviously, I'm all alone because I'm sad pathetic. I usually do those anyways when they're available. Don't have you group in a single rider line because, oh no, it's shorter. No, those aren't short. They're made to fill trains. Knowing that I was there for one day, I got through basically everything that I needed to do because of single rider line. Because I was able to just say, okay, I don't care where I'm sitting on the ride. Go ahead, plug me in here. Go ahead, plug me in here. And often I got some pretty good seats. I think Wolf, I had a couple towards the front. I got in some back row seats on a couple of rides. Basically everything except, I think, for Bolton and Dark Coaster maybe. Basically everything has single rider line, which is fantastic. I know a lot of those parks are basically converting them to their skip line paid queue thing, which, whatever, you gotta make your money. But clearly this park can do that and single ride at the same time. Other parks figure it out and help me ride 20 things on a day where there were some decent lines. I was seeing 30-40 minute lines on a handful of those I had to wait on. Honestly, most of the rides are hits there. Everything had its own purpose. There were some rides that last, there were some airtime machine coasters, even airtime machine non-coaster theming stuff, like the 2 dark ride coasters they had. Even Wolf had some great theming to it. I've said a couple times, they're big in them. I don't want to say it's the weak line of the bunch because there's no theming, but clearly other parks are able to theme of similar things. So, but I will say though, Alpengeist, I feel like I'm placebo effect. I still say one of the best B&M inverts in the world that I've ridden. Top 3 in no particular order, that Afterburn Carowinds and Montu at the other Busch Gardens park. This one has some recency bias. This and Afterburn. I haven't been to Busch Gardens Tampa in way too long. You know, I'm gonna say drop me a tip on Patreon. Maybe I can afford to go down to Florida again. It's still a good ride. Super intense, giants, inversions and elements, very speedy, a lot of cool interactions and stuff. I don't want to say it was tamer today, but it felt like it was better on the first visit. Still, miles better than Banshee. Banshee could suck it. Got this bag and that was about it. Like I said, I need another one of these. Has all of the coaster logos on it. Super cool. Let's hope to get some nice, big, bad wolf merch, especially Bandana for Coney. But I honestly, throughout the whole video of fumbling on what kind of wolf it was, because there's a lot of wolf coasters, I feel like I choose my Hoovian card. I am also a huge Doctor Who fan and Bad Wolf. How have I not made a single Bad Wolf reference in this entire video? But, speaking of Bad Wolves, that's not Coney. She's a good girl, aren't you, Coco? You were so happy every time you saw me there. She's so EP for being a good day. We went on a Williamsburg adventure afterwards, so she's super tired now. But, being super tired, it is late. I have another park that we're going to tomorrow, so make sure you check out that video and probably be subscribed so you go live, whatever. Until next time, thank you guys for watching, and I'm Pet the Dog. I'm not gonna say always race the after. We're not gonna do the major catchphrase. I'm just gonna pet Coney. Coney, thank you for joining me on this voyage.